I am back with another grab bag foreign coin video. This is a dealer I bought several bags from in the past. He has one of the best prices. There are a lot of coins in here, like these German coins or this penny from Britain that I don't really need too many of them, but then I see a coin like this one. This is a pretty good coin for a cheap grab bag. As I turn it over, this is a 3 pound world coin grab bag for $16. Normally, what I do with a bag like this is I look for things that are new to my collection and then take the rest and sell them. Oftentimes, a lot of these coins are going to eventually go into an eBay product that you'll see in the link below. And so for the video, I like going through these and opening up the bag, taking a look, seeing what is on the inside, see if there's, and I like to point out anything that is unusual. So let me pause, take the tape off. And the tape is now off. I see this dealer in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. And on a video like this, I like to just start pulling coins out, but eventually we're going to start uh, I'll start looking at the first few coins I pull out, but eventually we're going to just dump them on the table and look at the better ones. This is from Saudi Arabia, and let's see, the date on here, it's going to be 1407, so we're looking at the mid-80s or so on here. That is a little bit corroded. This particular dealer specializes in foreign and tokens, more so tokens. I see a decent German pre-Third Reich coin here on the top, showing some wheat. Going to be a 50 Pfennig from 1920. I think that's a pretty good find for a lot like this. Oh, what's this one? A 500 rupiah, probably from Indonesia. I don't recognize this one yet. I may have it, but I don't recognize it offhand, so that's a pretty good one. Here is a coin from Haiti, 1958. Most coins from Haiti about this time are going to be well worn. From British Caribbean states, I think their coins tend to be about the same shape and size as American coins, so the American $quarter would be about the same size as that one. I'm going to pick out some coins that I've seen in recent videos, but I think I talked about this coin in the last time I did a grab bag, that there is two versions of this coin from the Dominican Republic, a bimetallic coin featuring Sanchez. This one was only made in 1997 to celebrate the 50th year of the central bank. There's another version of this coin that any other year would not have the two dates on it. So I'm going to skip over some coins that we've seen a lot recently. And now let me dump some of these on the table here, see what we have got, what stands out here. Let me move the camera so we can kind of see the table. But here's another one from Indonesia. This one's in 1,000 rupiah, and that's the coin that I saw on the outside of the bag that made me pick this one. And so, not particularly rare, but that's a good find. This one is interesting. I do not recognize this yet. Some kind of, I guess that's Chinese, a lady with a tractor. I guess it's going to be from Taiwan, but this is a design I do not recognize. Now, I recognize this side from being Taiwan with that flower that's in the center, but that is new to me. I'm going to pause and look this one up. So after looking it up, this coin definitely makes me happy. This is an FAO coin from Taiwan, and I didn't know they made such a thing. It's from the year 1969. It was a one-year coin. I've never noticed this one in my catalog before. It is a $1 coin. That is their denomination also. And in extra fine condition, books for $2. And so to get something like this out of a $16 3-pound lot, I'm very happy with that one, and I'm going to set it off to the side. So we are already winning with that one. We've got a 5, I believe, Agarat coin from Israel. That one's nice and shiny. Let's see, from South Africa, we've got the 5-cent coin with the crane on it. That's back when the legend at the top was said Africa de Zonga. Here is a coin from Hong Kong. Is this one going to be $1? 50 cents. So that's a denomination that you don't quite see as often. Then we've got this from Kenya, going to be 5 cents, and showing the shield with a couple of lions there on the back. It says Harambe over the 5 there at the bottom. And so this is the design where it doesn't have any label for who this is on this coin. So let's see, 1967. So not sure if I have that one, but I like that. Here is a coin from Namibia. For whatever reason, the last time I got it back from this guy, there were like 3 or 4 of these $1 coins. I think that's the denomination here. Here is a 1 peso from Argentina from 1959. I think those are nice. From the Bahamas, a little bit of a dirty coin, but we've got the 10 cents from, let's see, the Bahamas, 1980. Digging through here. Here's another FAO coin, and I've found this coin a lot recently. The 10 centavos of a Cordoba from Nicaragua. This is an aluminum coin. Does have the shape of Nicaragua on this side of the coin. The FAO version has the tiny letters below the country but above the date, where it says produce more alimentos, whatever that is. The non-FAO version of the coin, which I've never found, does not have that one sentence right there. So that is a good, that's still a good pickup to get FAO coins. I know a lot of people are very interested in those. Let's take a look at this 1 rupee from India from 1984. Has the security reading on it. And on this reading you have a dot, 2 dashes, and then the 1 gap right there. With the triple lion on that one. The last one had a lot of these Rwandan 1 francs, which sometimes I find those a lot in batches. There's the 2 franc of the same, from the same time period, so I see a lot of those. Here's a coin from Singapore, made of aluminum, 5 cents. This is their FAO coin. Increased production, more food from the sea. So telling you to go out and catch some more fish. So their FAO 5-cent coin was very different than the previous circulating coin. Here's a coin that's usually rough shaped. This one's kind of shiny. 1991 from Dominican Republic. We have Padre de la Patria from 1991. 1 peso. There's a version of this coin from about 10 years later where you flip it with the metal rotation to have the side up. So there are about 3 different versions of that coin. Here's a large coin right here. Always like this coin, and especially I like how a lot of the Mexican coins feature a lot of their culture. So this one is quite the large crown-sized coin for a 50 peso from 1982. And let's see, Templo Mayor of Mexico. Wish I could pronounce that, but I cannot. Always nice to find one of those. Here is an early Bahamian 1-cent coin where the starfish was bigger. They have changed the look of this coin 3 or 4 times over the years. That's when it still had Queen Elizabeth on it. Hopefully I'm not skipping over something you really want to see, but here's a tin Pfennig from East Germany. The early Pfennigs, they had a couple of redesigns to it. Still made in Berlin because it has an A mint mark at the top, but 1968. So some of the ones from the 60s, I go back and check just to make sure I don't have it. Here is a $1 from 1971. In my last video that I got from this dealer, it had the security edge, but the last year of that was 1970, and that was a 1970 coin. So by 71, they got rid of their security edge and went to a reeded edge design. So kind of interesting to find that. Here is one from Guatemala, the monolith of Quirigua, 10 centavos. This is another coin where they made subtle changes over many decades, so I always have to look it up in the catalog. Costa Rica, we have a 25 colones. We've got a 50 colones. Another one, I always have to look them up because they'll look about the same. From Panama, we have a 5 centavo coin from 1982. Here's another pre-World War II German coin, a Rentenpfennig, showing the wheat here from 1924. I believe that eventually became a Reichspfennig, where most of the other details stayed about the same. From Costa Rica, we have the aluminum 10 colones. Another of these Hong Kong 50 cents, but that one's in better shape than the first one that I saw in this video. Then you have the 20 cents with the beveled edge here. Here's one from India featuring the National Integration, 2001, on a 2 rupees. So here's something else I'd like to point out. We've got a couple of South Korean 100 won coins. Similar, but you can see there are some differences between these two. I've gotten a lot of them here recently that look like the one on the left, but just want to point out the differences. Of course, there's some Korean writing at the bottom of this one, but the easiest thing to notice the difference here is the symbols that go around the number on the earlier version of the coin. So kind of good to see those side to side. From Bermuda, we have a wild boar or pig, some kind, on their 1 cent coin from 1987 with Queen Elizabeth. Let's see if we can dump out everything onto the table here. And let's pause for a moment and see what we got here from Venezuela. Got a 1 Bolivar. Always good to see those. Here's another of these transitional New Zealand coins featuring the Maori mask, and 10 cents at the top, 1 shilling at the bottom, so it helped you convert the old monetary system to the new monetary system. So always good to see. I like that design a lot. There's a lot here in a 3-pound bag. Here's a different 10 colones than the one we saw earlier. Here's a Barbados coin featuring a lighthouse, although something weird's happened to this brass coin. Here's a Philippines 1 peso coin. This lasted until about 5 years ago or so. From Aruba, we've got this square coin with the rounded corners from 2004. This one's going to be a 50 cent coin. So that's a good one. We saw a coin from Haiti, I believe, earlier in this video. This one is a different person featured in the coin and 10 years older, but I always find these Haitian coins so well worn if it's more than about 50 years old. Here's a newer rupee coin from 1997. Got that looks like a dot mint mark since they put symbols instead of letters. I believe the dot means it's from Bombay. So earlier we saw the 1971 dollar coin from Hong Kong with the reeded edge, and here is the security reading version. And let's not get too close here, but it's got a bunch of dot line running through this one, and then the 1 gap. So a lot of effort to make those coins not get faked, I suppose. Although these days, I bet a lot of people could do it. Here's a reeded 50-cent coin from 1977. Here's a modern Malaysian coin, designed from about, well, 11 years ago, 5 sen. And a lot of their newer coins just feature interesting patterns on them. So this one has a lot of tiny dots in it to make the square and, I guess, 12-sided symbol on that one. So we've got that. Here's, let's see, the Australian Echidna 5-cent coin. A 10 bolivars from Venezuela from 2002. It's a good one. So here's a centavo featuring Fray Bartolomé de las Casas from Guatemala. So this looks like it's made out of brass. This is another coin that's had some design changes over the years. In my last video from this dealer, I had what the 1 cent coin looked like before this. It looked like a United States cents in size and weight and metal content. It was copper and it featured a palm tree on it. Let's see, another big coin from Mexico. This one's going to be the 5 pesos from 1977. So almost a crown size coin here. Here's another 1,000 rupiah, and that's the same one we saw earlier. So I like that one has 2. Another from Costa Rica. This was a small one. And I show all these Costa Rican coins just to say that they all look the same. I could never keep up which is which, so I have to look it up in my catalog. They change the metals, but they also make subtle changes to the design elements on it. Here's a 5 centavos coin from Philippines. This was when their coins were minted by the United States in 1945. It's got an S for San Francisco mint mark on it. And so these are usually pretty well worn when you find them. They did make them out of different metals for about 30 or 40 years, I believe. So anything else catch my eye here? Here's a coin from Vietnam. Their currency is the dong, 1960. Then here's an older German coin, early in the empire, 1900, 5 Pfennig. The double A mint mark there at the very bottom. So another one from Berlin. Then from Brazil, we've got this design here, the lady's face, 1994 for 25 centavos. And then let's see, on this one we have another Bahamas, still has Queen Elizabeth on it, but we've got the sailboat design from 1969. From South Africa, here's a better looking coin with the stork, still has some luster to it. And then in 2007, Sweet Africa, so it's got the Africans legend on that version of the coin. Here is the Australian platypus 20-cent coin. Here's another one, a good one with a security reading from India. This is going to be a 5 rupee from 1999. That one has a mint mark that's different. I'm not expecting that. Let me pause and look at that for a moment. My suspicion was true. I didn't know this existed, but that is a Moscow mint mark. Oh, I got it to focus a moment ago. Can we focus here? So this is the modern, come on. This is the modern Moscow mint mark where it's like the letter M and then a second M next to it with a circle kind of drawn around it. I never realized that Moscow made ever minted coins for India. So I find that amazing. I never noticed that before. Looks like for this coin they only did it in 99 and 2000. Not particularly valuable. Only Numista says that's worth 20 cents. Here's another Philippine under the control of America, United States coin. So 1926 on the 1 centavo coin. So we've seen the 1 and the 5. If you found the 10 or higher, it would probably have been made out of silver at this time. So uh, good to see that one. It was a little corroded, but probably more details than what I normally find. Next Guatemalan coin is, we think we've already seen that one. Take a look at this half shekel coin from Israel. Oh, a little bit of corrosion on that one. Not good. Another coin from Aruba. This one is, that's a design that really hasn't changed over the years. So this is the point of the video where I am going to pause the video and pull out the stuff that we don't need to talk about, and we'll see what's left. Okay, we'll take a look at the coins left on the screen here. So I was talking about earlier the Philippines coins. So by 1963, they were no longer under the control of the United States, nor were the coins minted. And so to keep the look of silver, they had a copper nickel coin that they added zinc to. So that makes this look silver, but by the time the Philippines were making their own coins where they had this logo on the back, they were no longer silver. And then we had a Bermuda starfish earlier. This is, Bahamas. This is a redesign where it is a smaller version of the coin. They've made them even smaller than that more recently. Then on to New Zealand, we saw the 10-cent 1 shilling coin earlier. So eventually they removed the shilling, and then they changed it from copper nickel to this copper looking coin, but still keeps the Maori mask on this. These, got a little bit of a corrosion here, but these were a little bit harder to find because I think they melted a lot of them down. From Bermuda, this 10-cent coin features a flower from 1984. From Argentina, here is a 25 centavos coin. I don't think this currency lasted too long, but it features a prominent government building. From Honduras, we have a coin that won't focus from 2010. We have a 20 centavos. So a lot of their coins look about the same, just with different sizes, different metals. From Guatemala, this one's shinier than I usually find it. We have a 5 centavos coin here featuring a tree. Libra Cresca Fecundo from 2000. From Hong Kong, I don't believe a lot of their coins featured this portrait of the Queen for too long because it wasn't too many years after this that they were independent from Britain. So the Panamanian coins are essentially about made from U.S. planchets. So their 10-cent coin is very similar to the United States 10-cent coin. Of course, they would call it a decimo of a Balboa instead of a dime of a dollar. From South Africa, I believe we saw a 5-cent coin earlier. Here's another 5-cent coin with a crane. This one is from 2008. So it's just, I believe the last one was 2007, but it's a year apart. It uses one of the other official languages of South Africa. This one says Umzansi Africa. But you go back a couple of decades before that, and here's the 5-cent coin of copper nickel, also featuring a crane, but very different looking coin. And for a period of time to the 70s, every time they would have a new ruler, that ruler would appear on the coin, but only for 1 year. That's what we have on this one. From Malaysia, I think we saw the 5-cent earlier. Here's the 10-cent featuring a flower on this side, and then more patterns. We've got lines, but triangles instead of squares like we saw on the last one. From Trinidad and Tobago, we have a 10-cent coin here with a flower. From Malaysia, we have a drum on the 1 cent from 2005. Let's go to Australia, where their 2-cent coin features this lizard And I'm showing this one first because it has a little bit of mint luster left, but I believe 1966 was the first year of this coin. And there's several variations of the coin depending on where it was minted, and all the variations have to do with the size of the claws that are on here. So I think I've found some of those before. From South Africa, here's a 20-cent coin from 1994 where it had both South Africa and Sweet Africa written on the coin. From Venezuela, before their currency revaluation, here is the 20 bolivars from 2002. Looks a lot like the 10, but just a little bit bigger. We've got this 1 cent with the hummingbird from Trinidad and Tobago from 1975. Here is a low value coin from India, but it's in nice shape for 1957. This one's just got a normal dot mint mark, which I believe is a Bombay mint on that one. Here's a 5-cent coin from Jamaica featuring an alligator. Look, I like that design because the alligator's perched on a rock and he looks so happy. But then if you find the 5-cent coin from New Zealand, kind of reminds me of the same thing. This coin's kind of beaten up around the edge, but it's features a lizard on this one. Then let's move to this coin from Japan. This one's going to be a 10-sen aluminum coin. So I'm guessing this coin's from about the 1940s or 50s. And then we're going to finish with an older coin, oldest coin of the video for sure, 2.5 centavos. Now it is well worn, but a pretty good pickup here. This is the way that Dominican coins looked in 1888. So you may remember from the earlier Dominican coins it had a scroll with a date on it. This one, I believe, has a Bible with a cross coming off of it on top of a shield. So I think that one is a cool pickup. That is, as I take a closer look at it here, this one must have been minted in Paris because it doesn't have a mint mark, but it has the Parisian privy marks on either side of the star. So that's my second favorite coin of the video, but number one was certainly the Taiwan FAO coin that I'd never seen before. All right, that's everything we looked at here in this 3-pound bag, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to have another video like this. I bought some more from the same dealer at the same show, but I don't like to post these videos all at once, so we're probably going to see something like this again in about another 3 or 4 weeks on this channel. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.